Hey guys, George, Handyman Hints. It's been a little while since I made a video. I've been doing a little traveling more than I planned on, and weddings and all kinds of things going on. Okay guys, I made a video a while back, well, on that softener, but also changing this whole house filter. Okay. You can go back to that video and watch that video, how to do that. Basically, all you do is just you unscrew this here with a special tool. It's up here, that blue tool. And you go counterclockwise. You turn your bypass this way, that way, I should say. And then you unscrew it and you pull the sediment and the filter out and everything else. Now, it wasn't that long ago since I changed it, so you can see how much sediment's in there. But the reason why I'm making this video, okay, is, matter of fact, my well pump just kicked on now, as a matter of fact. She's got the wash going, so I'm not going to change this right now, but okay. So here's the story. I use these, let's see what they're pronounced as, polypropylene, I believe. Where are you? It's on here somewhere. Polypropylene, that's it. So it's right here, okay? They're both made the same, except this one is a solid. It's not solid, it's actually porous, okay? But it's actually got a little tighter fit when you put it in the filter, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm going through this, okay? And they're both the same, they both cost the same, okay? But this one here, in my opinion, is way better. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this plastic top in here, when it's actually larger than this hole here, okay? So when you put it in, it actually makes its own, it spreads when it goes into the top of the filter here. And on the bottom, there's a little notch in there that comes up in the bottom, and there's also one on the top, okay? And that actually gets compressed, okay? And this one does not, okay? This is just, it's loose on the top. And all right, so here's what I'm getting at, okay? I use these when I'm down south, and that's only just to protect the hot water heater, because I have that instant hot water heater. What's going on here is I'm getting little tiny black sediment pieces. It's small, but it's enough to see it in a glass of water, okay? And I gotta stop that, okay? So I have used these before. I never had a problem with them. Never got any of that stuff. In the video I made, I ordered a 6-pack of these, Don't know if I did it on purpose. I don't really remember. I ordered a long time ago. I have like 2 of these left, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to take these back down south with me when I go back down there. But these I recommend, okay? It's just a better fit. It's all around better. Tell you the truth, I don't see any water or pressure loss. I don't see anything. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to put this back in, this new one, as soon as my wife's wash is done. Always good timing, huh? Okay, so pause the video and I'll be back. Cool, bye. Okay, guys, I did a video on this already, but I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna change it in real time in case somebody didn't see the video or doesn't want to go back and search. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it on bypass, and if my wife doesn't turn on the washing machine, that should be okay. Shouldn't be a problem, but you never know. Okay, so you turn this on the top all the way over, and it does leak a little. I don't know, the bypass isn't exactly a cool, I could shut the well off. Still gonna have pressure no matter how you do it. So, and there's water in the line anyways. So anyway, gonna go up, pull it up. I'd like to try and I can see the particles of stuff coming down even. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'll break it loose. Let's see, I got clockwise, so counterclockwise. So I'm going to squeeze it. Oh, she's tight, but that's okay. It's all right. There's some water coming out of it already. It's okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video because I'm going to tell her not to touch the water. Okay, we're back. I'll get in a little closer, I guess, if I can. All right. Yeah, she wasn't gonna use the water. She's a good egg. She knows. Okay, so get this thing looser. Can, I should say. Cans. That's a good word, huh? Great English, George. Okay, so take this thing off. Yeah, I'm getting little particles through there. I mean, I don't want that in my drinking water. I mean, minerals probably wouldn't hurt me. Like I said, this filter was just changed. Like I said, I made a video on it. I don't know what the heck happened here, but I'm not using these again. I'll tell you that. Not happening. See, it's not even that bad. I mean, but the pieces get through here. I don't know. You got me. I don't know what the deal is. Never had trouble with the other one. So, okay. So let me pour some of this water out. I'm not gonna lose the O-ring like I did the last time. I didn't lose it, but. I don't know this crud on the bottom to get stuck into my sump pump because I need that baby when we get heavy winters or heavy rain or whatever. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here, bring the camera back a little bit. Like I said, I did this in my first video. Okay, and got a little crud down there, not bad. And what I do is I take this and I just shove it in here and some of the water into the filter and just rinse it out. I mean, it's really not bad at all, really. Usually it's, forget it. Well, I let it go the last time too, so it's my own fault. So I wanted to blame there but myself. I'm gonna take the water up again. Get in here a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna use a paper towel this time. Get in there with that. And just gonna take my paper towel down the bottom here. I got rubber gloves on this time too. This black stuff is just, they call it manganese. It's pretty common around here. It's either that or you get the rust-colored iron. You'll get that too. Yeah, I explained in my last video that the biggest mistake I made when I changed it, and nobody's perfect. I made a mistake. I should have talked to a well guy before I did it. I changed my own well, which I did that fine. That's been in there since, geez, I don't even know how long already. A long time. It's probably 11 years ago or more. It is more. 12 I did it. So 2012. But yeah, so mistake I made was I put a higher, so in other words, it had a half horsepower motor, and I made the mistake. I brought it up to a horse, 1 horse, figuring I was doing myself a favor. But I talked to an old timer, and he's long since passed away, but he was such a good guy. He spent so much time on the phone with me. And I guess he loved what he did. And he said, why would you change it? It's a half a horse because it only needs a half a horse. And in my brain, I thought I was thinking to myself, it's like, you know what, maybe, I can go 1 horsepower, it doesn't have to work as hard. Well, that's baloney. That doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Get this stuff out of the bottom here. So basically what I'm doing is putting a little water in it, okay? And just dumping it so I can get the junk out of it at the bottom. I think I got it this time though. I'm gonna hit it one more time. Yeah. It's just, I overkill this too, but I like to make sure that the junk, I'm drinking the water, okay? And it's double filtered. I mean, it goes through a system here. I got a neutralizer, a softener. There's filters in those. There's, I got a, in the refrigerator itself. I'm gonna do another video on that, on how to change the water filter in case anybody doesn't know how to do that. Okay, so I'm looking pretty good here. Okay, so just want to make sure there's no junk on the O-ring, which I'll clean with a paper towel, which is right in here, right around this edge. See it? Okay, what happened the last time in the other video, I dumped the water into the sump pump, and what happened was it fell in the sump pump. No, sorry, it fell into, I apologize. I put it in this bucket. It wasn't in the sump pump. I thought I'd lost it in the what the heck, some word I'm looking for, sump pump. Yeah, it's okay. So she's looking pretty clean. Okay, so now in my video, oh, here comes my wife. So I'm gonna have to pause. I'll be back. Sorry, guys. My wife came down. She was looking for her credit card. She thought she lost it, but it was my fault. I had it. Coming back from on the plane, we used it. Yeah, so anyway, whatever. Okay, so, yeah, so I explained in the beginning of the video that I'm going to the solid polypropylene filter, okay? This is what I always use. I definitely would not use the other ones. I mean, everybody's got their choice, but personally, I don't know. Never had a problem with these. Okay, they're sitting there snug. So what they do is, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do right in front of you. So let's see. See this thing? It sits down on this. It's like a nud, like a little indentation. A nipple, I should say. It sticks up, and you just feel around till you get that thing in the hole, just like that. And then I'm going to wipe this. Let me get this out of the way. I'm going to wipe this down. I'll show you what we do. Okay. And another video I did in the beginning of one of my first videos, actually, this year, or I believe maybe last year. I showed you guys how to purge a boiler system, okay, to get the air out. And usually that's good for sometimes 5 years, but usually every few years you gotta end up, the air gets in there. I don't know how it does it, but it does. And it's common with anything, I get junk on the bottom, even on the top under here. So anyway, let me get back to what I'm saying. Yeah, so you get air gets in there, okay, but you know what? I bled it. It was fine. I had no issues. It was good. Like always, okay? And then I would say 2 days later, the air started again. And I bled it since then again, okay? And it was fine. And then it came back again. Now that's odd, okay? Now what that's telling me, matter of fact, I will show you in this video. I know exactly what it is, and I'll show you in the next video when I'm doing that. I should have changed this part originally. It's a high vent. It's called a high vent. That's the problem. But I'll show you how to properly change that safely. It's an easy job. So don't pay nobody to do that. You don't need to do that. It's not necessary. Trust me, it's so simple that it's it's almost ridiculous that it's so easy. If you don't mind getting your hands a little dirty, I mean, here I am talking about that, like I got rubber gloves on. The only reason why I put the rubber gloves on is this black silk. It's really gross, and you can't get it off. You know what I mean? But anyway, all right. So I got this all cleaned up. Maybe another paper towel. I'm gonna just hit the face of this a little bit, and that's where the you guys can see what I'm doing here. Under here, right around this lip, because that's where that rubber on this O-ring in here hits, okay? All right, so now what you gotta do is you gotta, when they come in, you slowly make sure you're going onto the middle of this thing, okay? And try and get in there. Try and screw it in nice and easy. Now what happens too, sometimes everything's plastic, so gotta really be careful. Now, I can feel it's not grabbing right. So let me look under here and see what I'm hitting. Let it settle out. Go straight up again. Okay, that's it. Okay, and just screw it on. Now what I do is I go counterclockwise till I feel it kind of snap in. Doesn't always work, but 9 times out of 10 it does, and it did. Okay, then we're just gonna go nice and easy. Okay. Now I gotta tell you the truth. When I was putting the filter in on my last video, it didn't even feel as good as the way that one in. So yeah, something's not. I just don't like those filters. I don't know what else I can say. Just the way it is, you know. These are better. They're more, I don't know. I think they filter better, personally. That's all I'm saying, you know. But whatever. That's it. That should do it. I probably ever did that too, but that's okay. All right. So she's in, she's tight. It's gonna leak in it. That's another story, but we're gonna find out. I'm turning the bypass back to full-time service. Okay, get rid of this. Get rid of my wrench. And it'll be a pleasure to have great filtered water again, you know, without the little black pieces in there. Okay, so what happens here is you can see there's a little bit of water coming in. Okay, see it? And I'm gonna let it actually do that first. Usually I'll turn it on and, you know, let the pump kick on, but she's way up already, so I have to run it a while to do that. So I'm gonna let it come up on its own this time. I'll speed it up in the video, you know, when I'm editing, but see the way it's coming up slow? Now normally, what it is it's not calling. So this is just water in the system that's just coming up naturally. But should be good. And the reason why I also want to do this is because I do want to bleed that boiler down, like I was just talking about. It's going to be another video. I really don't plan on making another water filter video, but I did want to expand on why I chose this, because I'll tell you the truth, it's just, I don't like, you know, it's nothing worse than grabbing a glass of water and, you know, and you get to the bottom of it and you have these little black dots, or you flush the toilet and there's little black dots. And, you know, I don't need to be drinking that. At least I don't want to see it anyway. It's fine, whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. And it's going to kick on, so whatever. It's going to do what it's going to do. But what I'm doing is I got, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, I got the hose connected, it's going into the sump, like this, okay? And back in here, I have a valve, you know, that you could flush it out. It's like a little petcock, okay? You gotta drain the system, you know what I mean? So. Yeah. And, you know, I said this in the last video, and, you know, people are not fond of having this whole house right off the well, but you know what? Sorry, but it's just, I'm saving the tank. I'm saving all the other equipment behind it by doing this, you know? I got 2 other machines back there and the house. Trust me, when I changed the well, and I had that 1 horsepower thing without the filter, what a mess, man. What a mess. So, just saying, it is what it is, you know? So, let's see how we do with this thing. Hopefully we got no leaks. I'll check on it anyway, but let's see. I definitely recommend having one. You know, even if you put it after the fact, even after this tank, but see what happens. Gonna kick on. Oh, here we go. Whoa! The air, just the air. It gets me every time, man. when you're pulling water out of it at the same time, now you can see the junk coming up. See it all coming out? It's unbelievable. Look at the junk that comes out of this thing. It's crazy. But That's the 1 horsepower. So if your well calls for a half a horse, give it a half a horse. You know what I'm saying? Now she'll stop. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it spinning. There you can. Okay, and she'll kick on. She'll go to 60 pounds. Should be there. And that stops. There it is, see? There you go, guys. Okay, so we're gonna do this for a while. I gotta fill up the pool. I gotta bleed the boiler, so I don't want no problems. You know, I'm gonna run the water outside for a while and clear it out good. Okay, all right, guys. So this is the end of the video for this part with these filters. It's the way to go. You go with the solid ones, like I showed you. You'll be fine. Okay, and I got no leaks, by the way. All right, guys. So let's see you again. Please like and subscribe. Gonna do a bunch of videos now. I got them one after another coming out now. I'm gonna try and get them every day, because maybe not be able to do that. But I'm gonna also today alone. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna take care of the boiler. So that'll be another video. Get back on that Corvette again. That's coming up. I have the gauge package I have to work on, see why it's not lighting, before I put all of that back together with the speedometer. Also, I'm going to do a video. I'm waiting on a gear. When you change the speedometer from 85 to 140, you have to change the gear inside the transmission. I'll do that video. I'm waiting for that part to come. What else I got coming up? I'm going to do, if I can get a nice day here in Northeast, the northeast part of this country, if I can get a nice day, it's been gray every day since I come up from back down south. We're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to put a new burner system in my barbecue. Now my barbecue is a Charm Glow. It's, man, 1980, I know it's hard to believe. 1980, let me think about this, 6. I bought it in 84, but I didn't really put it together until 86 when I had my house built. So 1986, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. There's really nothing wrong with it. The only thing I ever changed over the years is some grill parts, some the lava rocks, the what else did I do? The burner, pretty much it. Tanks, you know. I mean, it's cast aluminum, so what's gonna go wrong? Anyway, boring you guys to death, but I just want to let you know what kind of videos I got coming out. I got a couple other little things I'm doing too. I'm also going to do a video on changing the ice maker filter. Okay, there's people that don't know that. All right, so I got a couple of things coming up. All right, guys, I'll let you go. It's George Handyman Hints, and you guys have a great day. Take care now. Bye-bye.